Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a hair video and I'm going to be showing you how I got these gorgeous passion twists. I crocheted these in and they look so natural. Look at this, like super cute. Keep on watching. It only took me about 2.5, 3 hours maybe. Super quick. So if y'all want to know how I did this, y'all better keep watching. So we're going to go ahead and get started. My hair is already washed, conditioned, blow dried, and moisturized. So I'm going to go ahead and start by making a part on the side going straight back. This braid pattern that I am using for myself is not the braid pattern that I normally use if I'm doing someone else's hair. But of course, when I'm doing someone else's hair, I can maneuver a little bit better. I can do more things, but when I'm doing my own hair, it is so hard for me to do different braid patterns myself. So with this, I'm going to be braiding this braid straight back, and then on the other side I'm going to do the same thing, and then I'm going to create a braid on the nape of my neck. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing to this side that we did on the other side, except I'm going to add in the hair on my nape. I made a part back there and we're going to add that in. Alright, so listen up guys. I'm going to let y'all know right now, I don't want y'all judging me, okay? Because I know my parts are raggedy, and ratchet, whatever you want to call them. I know that my braids are probably too. Well, listen, it is so much easier for me to do somebody else's hair. I have never been good at doing neat braids on myself. Somebody else, oh yeah, I can get in neat parts right and everything, but on myself, it has just always been so difficult for me to do my own hair, like braiding my own hair. Now I can do my own hair, but braiding it, oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, as you can see, we're going to go ahead and grab that braid that we did already and add it into this braid, so it's going to be one braid back there. So when you are done, this is how it should look. Eventually, we're going to put that braid that's hanging there, we're going to put that up into the other braid that we do. Next, I'm going to part my hair in half, going straight across. Don't part it too far back like I did. I noticed that as I started doing my braids that I did it too far back. Move it forward a little bit more. Yeah, I did it like way too far back than I normally do it, but it still worked out. So now we're going to start on the braids in the front. To give this more of a natural look, we're going to do our parts in zigzag. Instead of going straight back like, you know, a lot of people do, we're going to go zigzag. It's going to give a more natural look and make it look like there's individuals. Y'all, I had to put my glasses on because these contacts was itching my eyes, and I got to see y'all, so I had to put my glasses on. But we're not going to braid it in a zigzag pattern. However, we are going to braid it straight back, even though there's a zigzag part. So when we put the hair in, you'll see how we place the hair. Make sure you keep watching so you can see how I put the hair in. I'm saying we, it's just me, right? You can see how I put the hair in, so make sure you keep on watching because that is very important to make sure that you have a natural look to these passion twists. And while you guys are watching, y'all can go ahead and y'all can go ahead and subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Y'all can share the video as well. Go ahead and do that, support your girl, you know. So now that the front is done, I'm just going to take that last braid I was working on and I'm going to braid that across and adding the braids, the loose braids, into that as I'm braiding it. So I'm basically creating a cornrow going across just to add those loose braids in there so those braids won't be hanging anymore. And you'll see how I'll do that again. Don't y'all judge my parts and my braids. No, don't do it. Don't do it. So now we are finished with the braids in the front and that braid going across. We're going to go ahead and do a big zigzag braid going in the back, and we're just going to include any other loose braids into that braid. It's just going to be a big braid. And again, don't judge my braids, y'all. Don't judge my parts. Don't judge my braids. Please don't, y'all. This last braid right here is going to get crocheted into the other braids. So I've already started putting some twists in, and we're going to start around the nape of my neck. That is where I'm going to be putting the twist, the passion twist first. This is the hair that I'll be using. Got it from my local beauty supply store. The product information will be in the description box. And I love this hair. It's very soft. It doesn't tangle, doesn't snag. This is my second time using this hair. You can see the position that I'm putting my needle downward into the braid, and then making sure the hook is open, putting the hair on the hook, closing the hook, and closing the latch, and then pulling the hair through the loop. I will continue that all around the nape. When I'm doing this section, I want them to be closer together because I want it to have a uniform look. And when I put it up, there are no spaces or gaps. Because as you can see, that middle braid is pretty big, that zigzag, and I did that on purpose because I don't want the hair to be too bulky. Whenever you're doing a crochet style with braids or twists, when you do smaller braids, you have to use more hair, and it has the tendency to look more bulky and feel heavy, and it's just not what I want. So I do my braids bigger, so I have to use less hair, and it doesn't look as bulky, and I can put it up easily and have no problem maneuvering with my hair. So as you can see, I'm following that method, and you'll see that I will be able to pull it up and it'll have a uniform look to it when I get ready to put it in a ponytail or anything like that. Alright, so I am done putting the hair around my nape. This is how it looks when it's put up. I like this look. It just looks more uniform to me. So I'm going to start putting it in the zigzag. I'm going to continue with that, putting my needle in that downward spot position so that I can pull the hair through. And it just locks it in place a little bit better and keeps it from unraveling. And I'm not going to put them close together. I'm going to use like finger spaces. And the reason I'm not putting it close together like I did on my nape, because again, I do not want it bulky. When you have a braided style or a twisted style like this, it's a lot of hair. So putting it close together, you're gonna use more hair. It's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be hard to put in a ponytail, and it's just gonna be a lot. So I like to space it out in the middle. You will not see the spaces because of how the hair is gonna fall. So I'm just gonna continue this method all throughout this entire zigzag, and then in the front, I'll show you what I do there. So this is how the back looks when you are finished putting in the hair. Any spaces that you see, trust me, you won't see it when it's all done. So before I get started with putting the hair in my front, I like to go ahead and lay my edges down. That's just what I like to do. I'm trying to reconstruct these edges. As you can see, they're a little thin, okay? So we gotta lay whatever hair I have left down. But I am using Eben Edge Control, the 24-hour edge tamer. It's the one with the black top. Any other one by Eben, for some reason, leaves a white residue. This is the only one that really lays my hair down and does not leave any type of residue in my hair. It works great. So I'm going to put my specs back on, and we're going to go ahead and start putting this hair in my head. Alright, let's get started with the front. As you can see with these zigzags, I have 3 little sections there. That's where we're going to be putting the passion twist. So I'm going to go again with my needle downward position and do just as I did on that zigzag. We are only going to have 3 twist on this braid, just as we have 3 little sections. Don't worry about the spaces. The braids, the twist from the other braid that we'll put in is going to fall right in between those spaces and cover it up. We are not going to pack twist in this one braid. That's going to make it look really bulky, really heavy. This is going to give a more flat look and a more natural look. As you can see, it falls right in between those spaces. So like I said, it gives a more natural look. You don't have to worry about struggling to put your hair in a ponytail. You don't have to worry about it being too heavy. This hair is so light too. Like I said, it doesn't tangle, it doesn't snag like some others that I've used. So I love this hair. And like I said, it gives a more natural look to it as well. See, when you pull it back, it looks like you almost have individuals. It just looks better to me. So I love this method. I'll keep using it. I hope you guys try it. If you do, make sure you show it to me. Send me a picture or something like that. Leave a comment and let me know if you decide to try it. So I'm just going to continue with this method all in the front until I am done. And this is the finished product. As you can see, I've added some hair accessories to kind of jazz it up a little bit. But I love this. I can flip it to either side, flip it one way, flip it the other way. It has a natural look. It is not heavy. I can maneuver it any way I want with no problem. I can put it up easily, style it in so many different ways. I love it. This is like my go-to. Like, I like this, love passion twist probably more than box braids. Like, because it's so light. And this only took me about 3 hours to do this, and it probably wouldn't have taken me that long, but my daughter kept interrupting me. But as you can see, I'm feeling myself a little bit, you know. But this is so cute. As you can see, I can put it up and it still looks natural. You don't see any parts in there. It doesn't even look like it's crocheted in. Like, I love this. So cute. Do you guys like my makeup? If you like my makeup, make sure you tune in on Monday for our makeup session, and I'll be showing you how I got this look using my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you doing hair with me, and I hope you guys will like, subscribe, comment, and share. And until next time, as always, stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share it. Oh yeah, and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this one. Hit that bell button too so you can receive notifications of new videos that are posted. See you next time.